So we'll put it here, and what I'll have to do is I'll take a hole saw and put a hole here so my inlet can go through there, and then it'll go all the way through and go up to my tank, which will set up here. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan and I'm with Skyline Acres, and today I want to show you how I build a chicken waterer using poultry nipples that's going to go in our new chicken coop. All right guys, so here's basically everything you're going to need for this project. Now, I originally made my first one out of 2-inch PVC, and you can use, honestly, you can use whatever size PVC you want, but I just like 2-inch because it kind of has some structure to it. Your T's here are going to be 2-inch. These two T's are the same. These are 2-inch with a reducing T there down to 1/2 inch. This T has a reducing piece down to 3/4 of an inch. This is going to be your water inlet. Truthfully, you can make them all the same. A lot of this doesn't matter, guys. However many of these T's you have is going to be how many nipples that you want. Now, my old waterer, I had 3 poultry nipples, and you would think this coop is going to be bigger, badder, all of that, but what I've actually found is 2 is all I need. And I had mentioned there is sort of a special order part, because all of this stuff you can get at Lowe's, pretty much. But these 2 pieces here, these are reducing bushings. What these are gonna do, these are 1/2 inch. These 1/2 inch, you're gonna glue them into this T here, okay? Now, super important, this is where this whole thing comes into play. I see people, most instructions, everything, have people take these poultry nipples and screw them, you know, you drill a hole in a bucket or anything and you just kind of screw them in and kind of makes its own threads and whatever. Well, these things, it doesn't seem to be very well known, but these things are actually 1/8 inch pipe thread, okay? So these bushings are 1/8 inch pipe thread, and they're kind of hard to find. So it's 1/2 inch neck down to an 1/8 inch pipe thread here. So you're going to put this on, glue that in. You're going to take your poultry nipple. It will now screw directly into here. If I can hold it right. It will screw in directly into there. Notice your gasket now has a nice flat spot to go up against, and it'll seal. Okay? Guys, doing it this way, I have been using the same waterer for many years and never once had any issue with the thing at all. No leaks, no nothing. So I went ahead and I dry fit everything just to kind of give you a visual of what it looks like. But you know, you got your cap, pieces of pipe, your T's, more pipe, more T's, etc. So I'm starting with these pieces here because they don't require any kind of alignment. All right. Once you get to some of these other pieces, you got to align it. So we did that. Now we'll put our cement on there. Okay. So anyways, what you're gonna do, you're gonna put it in there, spin it a 1/4 turn, about like that, and hold it for 30 seconds. All right guys, got the bushing going on. Stick that in. Give her a decent turn there. So basically got both halves made up. All I need to do is put the bushings in and then connect everything with this piece, and that needs to be 90 degrees to the poultry nipples down here. So once I do that, the water will basically be done, at least the part that goes inside of the coop. All right, so moving along here. Go ahead and put the middle T on. Like so. That's the last piece going on, and we will basically be done with this waterer, at least for the part that goes on the inside of the coop. And I went ahead and I ordered what I needed for the container. There's a bulkhead fitting I need, and a couple unions and stuff for the outside. So what I'm gonna do, take these two lines here, twist them. All right guys, so I'm up under the coop here. Got the water like this. If you notice, the inlet is on the back. So we'll put it here, and what I'll have to do is I'll take a hole saw and put a hole here so my inlet can go through there. And then it'll go all the way through and go up to my tank, which will set up here. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna attach this bulkhead, which you need to connect your piping up to this container. And the bulkhead will basically go here like this, okay? And that's how all your piping will get down to that waterer. So right now, while I'm waiting on that waterer to dry, I'm gonna drill a hole a little bit bigger than this outside diameter of this pipe here, and we're gonna attach the bulkhead to this. The other thing I meant to mention, and I actually probably should have figured out a way to do it while I was spray painting the waterer, is I also paint this top on this thing black. And let me tell y'all, this is no joke. With this black and with this black, you will not get algae in this thing. I have never in 8 years cleaned out algae off of the inside of this waterer. It's amazing, I know, but it literally, after 8 years, it will still look that clean. It's incredible. So I've got my hole here figured out where I need it to be, and I basically found the center point in between here, and I figured out up and down, just holding this up to it. The thing is with drilling through plastic is to drill in reverse. It's not as aggressive and it'll go in pretty good. All right, there we go. Let's see if this fits. There you go. So with the bulkhead installed, I went down to Ace Hardware today, got some of the fittings I need. I didn't quite get them all. But to start out with, I got a 3/4 inch 90 with your threads right here. And we're gonna screw that into your bulkhead. But before we do that, we're gonna wrap Teflon tape on it. So if you do it correctly and wrap it the correct way, it will tighten the tape up as you tighten the fitting up, which I'm doing right now. So we'll give it 5 or 6 good wraps. So we got it wrapped. We're good to go, and go ahead and install this thing. I don't know if that bulkhead's going to want to spin at all or not. All right, right there we are, guys. All done. I'll get you in there to take a look at it. It's nothing really to look at. Right there you go. And what'll happen is, this is just a scrap piece of pipe. That'll glue on there, and we'll just do all our connectors from this. All right, guys, so it's now a couple weeks later, and yes, I said that right. It's a couple weeks, for very good reason. I wanted to show you guys this watering project in its entirety. I needed to get the hardware cloth on this end here, so I knew where to bring this pipe in, right here. Because I couldn't put this whole thing in and then put the hardware cloth on. So basically what that turned into was a hardware cloth the whole entire coop, and then we ran into the holiday season and Christmas and all that. We were out of town and whatever. So anyways, we're back at it, and here is the whole entire finished project, okay? Get you a good look. And I have this exact setup on another coop I've used for like 8 years. Works perfect. Here's that top painted black. All right. And then and here is the waterer in there. So the way this works, you saw me build the watering bar on the inside, okay? This is the tank, basically. And I went ahead and did the piping off camera, mainly because I just wanted to get it done. And then the other thing is, it's gonna vary for all of y'all's setups. What I have here is, these are called true union ball valves. Basically, a true union ball valve is everything built in one. So it's a union and a ball valve all together, okay? So now, come winter time or whatever reason I need to take this thing apart, I can take it apart. And I'll show you that now. Take it apart here. Take it apart here. Right there you go. Whole thing's done. Probably what I'll do on this coop is leave it like this, shut that, take this and put inside of a shed or something for winter time. You'll just have this sticking out. Nothing can get in here. You're good to go. So and that brings up another point. You can't really use this during the winter time. I've tried. I put a stock heater in here one time, the plastic cage type. I've wrapped all this stuff with insulation. I even had the electrical kind of tape you put around it to heat it. The problem is, and all that works, the problem is you can't keep those nipples from freezing, which are sticking down into the air. And that's the only thing. So it's not a big deal. We have a little bit different system we use for wintertime. But anyway, so to put this back together, you're gonna just tighten this back up here. Tighten this back up here. There you go. So one thing I did on my last one that ended up working out really nice was I put a bypass on here. And this is nice for lots of reasons. One, if you want to drain the tank, you can just quickly drain the tank right here. I mean, boom, drain the tank. And then what I also did was this fitting here, it's a PVC slip fitting to a garden hose thread. So instead of dumping 27 gallons right here, I can just take a little 10-foot garden hose or something, screw it onto here, and run it out, you know, a little bit ways from the coop. I've also used this to, in a pinch, to rinse my hands off if they were dirty, because we don't have like actual water at the coop. I've actually used it to fill, you know, little 1 or 3 gallon waterers for different things I was doing down in the coop area. So the bypass is great to have. I highly recommend that. So anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I've got a lot of other chicken coop videos on this build coming out. One video is going to be, you know, putting this hardware cloth on and doing some other stuff like that. So if you guys enjoyed it, go out there and hit that like and subscribe button. We'd love to have you back on Skyline Acres. And on that note, guys, y'all have a good one. See you next time.